as I've explored astrology about my own birth chart, I found that there's many squares and oppositions, and there's also what I believe is like a grand cross where I have planets in like four separate directions, sort of equally, and they're opposite of each other. From what I've learned about astrology, that means that there's maybe a lot of this tension between two opposites. I feel like I have been challenged with that in my life, being torn in two directions and trying to harmonize these things. What can you say about that?
Well, it has to do with the idea of the alchemical path. So whenever you're dealing with opposites, what is needed is integration of those opposites, or they will repel each other and split apart. And then you'll experience splitting in different dimensions of your life and within your psyche. So it's all about integrating those things that seem contradictory, because they can be integrated, for they exist within the same reality. If they did not exist within the same reality, they would not be able to be integrated. But because they're part of the same framework, you can observe them simultaneously, you can then integrate them. So it's really a challenge to take these qualities that seem opposite and to bring them together. Are there certain examples of opposites within your chart you would like to explore?
I don't know the chart that well. I don't know astrology that well to really talk deeply about that.
It would behoove you to learn, so that way you can understand what you're being asked to integrate. Otherwise, you will, no offense, haphazardly wander through your journey, not understanding what you're being asked to do.
Yeah.
So if you understand these opposing qualities, you'll know what to integrate, and you'll know how to integrate them. Just study the nature of the zodiacal houses that the planets fall in, and also understand the nature of each planet. This will give you hints as to what the overall themes are that are asking for integration. Your life will make more sense. You'll understand more of what your themes are when you really comprehend what this chart is communicating to you. Because the chart is not some type of woo thing. The chart is representing fundamental energies that are a part of your journey. Remember, the study of astrology was the major science of your people for millennia. It's only recently been labeled as woo.
Yeah.
So there is so much substance behind it. You can have people that interpret in ways that are a bit wishy-washy or woo, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about objectively looking at what each of these things represent as symbols, and then applying yourself through integrating those symbolic qualities in your journey.
Okay. I understand that astrology is a very deep science. On that topic, there's Western astrology and there's more Vedic astrology, and they sometimes have different interpretations of the signs. Which planet is in which sign? Would you say that they're both correct, just different perspectives?
They're both correct. They're different ways of looking at it. Some people feel and experience that the Vedic system is more accurate. Mm-hmm. And if you feel that way, work with it.
Okay.
Whatever system you resonate the most with will be the one that you draw the most benefit from. And if you study both, then you'll have more of a complete picture. You'll understand what they're both saying, and they can actually be combined. They can assist you in that way through blending these different messages that are being communicated through different systems. They can be unified. That can work.